Hey guys, I'm Steff, and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. You know the drill, guys. Before we begin, make sure you click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you never miss one of my video uploads. Today we're doing another drugstore foundation review, and this is a new one that I spotted at Walmart over the weekend. I don't know exactly when it came out. I want to say it came out maybe like 3 weeks ago or so, but it's just something that I noticed in my local Walmart, and this is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radium Serum Foundation. I will be using the shade 10 Ivory today. I also picked up the corresponding concealer. This is also in the shade Ivory. This is the lightest shade that they had in both the foundation and the concealer. Both I picked up in store at Walmart. The foundation retails for around $12, and you do get 1 fluid ounce in here. The concealer retails for around $10, and you get 0.23 fluid ounces. Now, along with the foundation and the concealer, they had a few other products in this Age Perfect line. I believe they had a mascara, they had a blush, they had some lipstick, and they might have had something else that I don't recall, but I decided to go ahead and pick up the foundation and concealer because you guys know I love me a good foundation and concealer review, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I'll be giving you guys a 12-hour wear test on both of these products. Of course, I'll be doing my check-ins throughout the day so you guys can see how both of these products are holding up on my normal to oily skin. Now, before we get into the application portion of today's video, let's give you guys some specifics on this foundation and concealer. The L'Oreal Age Perfect Foundation is especially designed for mature skin. This serum foundation is carefully formulated and provides your skin with vitamin B3 and hydrating serum while also being suitable for sensitive skin. The Radiant Serum Foundation evens tone, providing natural, radiant coverage that doesn't settle into lines. All the benefits of Radiant Foundation with the added advantage of all-day hydration with SPF 50. The L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer is specially designed for mature skin. This concealer is formulated with hydrating serum and glycerin to illuminate and hydrate mature skin. With the use of Age Perfect Concealer, you will see imperfections minimized and skin brightened. This says that it is going to minimize the appearance of imperfections and dark circles while brightening skin and creating a radiant complexion. It also says that it's not going to settle into fine lines. It also says that it is suitable for all skin types. Now guys, let's jump into the application portion of today's foundation and concealer from the L'Oreal Age Perfect line. For primer, I'll be going in with the Glam Glow Super Mattify 6 Acid Clarifying Primer. Now let's jump into this new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with SPF 50. I will be going in with the shade Ivory 10. Make sure you always give your foundations a good shake. Very liquidy foundation. I'm going to use my beauty blender to start applying. So I can smell like a makeup smell to this. I think the shade is pretty good. I think it's spreading out really well with that one dip of my beauty blender. Just gonna do the right side of my face first. That way you guys can compare, see the coverage. Okay, so this is with just one little dip of my beauty blender on the back of my hand. Nothing on this side. What do you think about the coverage? What do you think about the shade? I think the shade is pretty good. It's a pretty good shade match. The coverage, I feel like I need to build it up just a little bit in here. This is where I always build up my foundations. And we're going to be trying the matching concealer that goes along with this foundation. I definitely see the radiant effect of this foundation, but I like that it's not too intense, you know, and it doesn't feel like greasy or anything, especially because I'm, you know, a normal to oily skin type. But like I've told you guys many times before, I love to have glowy, radiant skin. And that's why I wore the matte primer to kind of just balance out the two finishes. I'm gonna see if I can build it up just a little bit on my cheeks. So what I'm noticing is as I'm stamping the Beauty Blender, it's kind of moving the foundation around on the skin. So that means it's not really absorbing too well. I'm hoping that this is not gonna slide around all day, that once I lay down my setting powder, it'll just stay in place. For concealer, I'll be going in with the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer, and I am in the shade Ivory on this one. This is what the applicator looks like, really thin, a little small doe foot applicator. And this is the lightest shade that they had actually. I know that this foundation comes in like 30 different shades. At my local Walmart, they only had like a handful of shades and some were actually sold out. I just hadn't seen this display before, and I asked the lady if it was a new product. She said they had had it for a few weeks now. I'm always up to try new foundation, new concealer, well, anything new, right? But like I'm just a big fan of foundation and concealer. It's the makeup I started using first, other than like lip gloss and lipstick, because I needed it. I had really bad acne growing up, so I was always looking for something to conceal it. But it gave decent coverage, maybe more so like on a medium side of coverage. I can really see the radiance though right now. Like that concealer just kind of took this to the next level. I wish I could just lock this in and stay like this all day, but I know my own natural oils will come through. And I'm just hoping I'm not going to be a greasy mess by the end of the day. We'll see. Not doing any touch-ups today. So this is the concealer and the foundation on the skin. A great shade match in both. I think the coverage of both is really nice. Maybe almost bordering on a full coverage, right? For a really like a serum liquidy foundation, I think this did a great job with providing coverage. And man, the shade is just spot on for me. And I'm the lightest shade in both right now. So can't wait to pick up a little tan. Maybe during spring break, which is coming up in a couple weeks for me over here in South Texas. So let me jump into setting powder, then we'll take a final look at the skin. For setting powder, I'll be going in with one of my holy grails, and this is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. Now let me spray a little of Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Alright guys, so this is what the finished product looks like. I'm happy with it. I'm very pleased with how everything is wearing. I was a little nervous there when applying the foundation because you saw that it was leaving the stamp marks of the beauty sponge, and that's not a good sign because that means it is kind of slippery and it's going to be moving around. But I think now that I've locked it in place with the Peach Perfect Setting Powder from Too Faced, use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and at the end of my makeup routine I always use Urban Decay All Nighter. That always helps a lot. So the time right now is 6:53. I'm going to finish getting ready for work, head out the door, and I'll be back a little bit later to do my first check-in of the day. Stay safe, have fun guys. I will see you all a little bit later. Hey guys, so this is my 6-hour check-in wearing the new Age Perfect Radiant Foundation, Serum Foundation from L'Oreal. This is what the skin is looking like. I'm not as oily or as shiny, as dewy as I thought I was gonna be, but it has really started to break up like right in here, and my nose is obviously the oiliest part right now on my face. The concealer, I don't know, I mean, I guess it still kind of looks a little bit smooth. I liked the coverage, I like the finish, but It's just like, I guess this area right here that I'm not particularly liking, and a little bit like on my chin right here. I just had lunch a few minutes ago. So, this is what we are looking like 6 hours in. I will be back a little bit later to do another check-in. And of course, later this evening to give you my final thoughts on this new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Foundation Serum and matching concealer. Hope you guys are having a great time. You're staying safe. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so this is my 10-hour check-in with the new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with sunscreen SPF 50 and also the matching concealer. What do you guys think? I don't think I'm any oilier than I was at the 6-hour mark. I think it's pretty much stayed the same. I am experiencing some breakup and some cakiness in the same place that I was earlier, which is around my nose, and a little bit on my chin. Just like this part right here, I kind of feel like the concealer settled a little bit into my fine lines, especially like on this side. My forehead looks okay. It looks pretty smooth up there. My oils are there, but they're not as excessive as I was thinking. So that is a great part. This foundation feels lightweight. It doesn't feel like greasy or cakey or anything like that. And it hasn't really like rubbed off anywhere, which I'm really happy about, because if you saw from earlier in the video when I was using the Beauty Blender to stamp on the foundation, it was kind of coming off a little bit. So I think the powder really helped to just set everything in place. This foundation still has another couple hours to go, as well as the concealer. So I will be back a little bit later this evening to give you guys my final thoughts and the final check-in with the new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Foundation and matching concealer. I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, we've come to the end of the day, 12 hours later, wearing the new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. That's right. Yeah, I think that's right. And also the matching concealer that goes with this foundation. I don't really think it looks too different from, the 10-hour mark, even from the 6-hour mark. I think maybe just a little bit more dewy in certain areas, and maybe just a little bit more of a breakup, like right in here around my nose, especially like right here around my mouth, and a little bit on my chin. But I've actually had foundations that have been a little bit worse. So what do I like about this foundation? I liked the finish of it. I liked that even though I set it with one of my Holy Grail powders, I still had a little bit of the radiance coming through. The coverage was pretty decent, especially for a radiant concealer. Sometimes I think, actually no, not for a radiant concealer. Well, the concealer, yes, this concealer provided good coverage, but the foundation itself, sometimes I think that radiant foundations, they tend to be just more on the light to medium side. I thought I really built this up pretty well. It gave me a really good, like strong medium to maybe bordering on full coverage. So that I did like. I also like that it has SPF 50 in it. The price tag was good. It was about $12 in store at Walmart, and I am in the shade Ivory. The concealer, I felt like it wore just fine. I liked the finish of that as well. Although I kind of think it did settle a little bit into my under eye area a few hours in. Overall, I'm fairly happy with both the foundation and the concealer. I definitely think this is something I'm going to be reaching for again. I want to try pairing it maybe with a different primer and also with a different setting powder just to see how it responds. So I'll probably do that later on this week, and I'll update it in the description box down below, so you guys can reference that. But not too bad, guys. It was a pretty decent makeup day today, if I do say so myself. Have you guys tried out this new L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Foundation along with the concealer? Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. Is this something you are going to pick up? Are you going to pass on it? If you enjoyed watching today's video, of course, give me a thumbs up, guys. You know that helps me out so much. Thank you guys so much for being here for yet another foundation review. Guys, I can do these things every single day. I love trying new foundations, new concealers, all that good stuff. You guys have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I will see you all real soon. Bye, guys.